What if the greatest tool for success is already inside your mind? Not talent, not luck, not even hard work, but a picture, a feeling, a future you create before the world ever sees it. The most successful people in history had one thing in common. They saw it before they lived it. They visualized their success and then made it real. This is the power of visualization. If you are ready to reshape your life from the inside out, like, subscribe, share, and comment, because this story will change how you see everything. Section 1. See it before you live it. The power hidden in your mind. Imagine waking up in a world where your dreams already feel real, where success is not a distant hope, but a vivid memory that has not happened yet. This is not fantasy. This is visualization. And it is how the greatest achievers of all time have created lives that defy the odds. When we think of success, we think of hustle, of effort, of pushing harder every day. But what if I told you that your mind is more powerful than all of that? Right now, your brain is shaping your life. Not tomorrow, not someday, but every second. It is choosing what you notice, what you ignore, what you believe is possible, and what you silently tell yourself is impossible. And the truth? Most people are visualizing all the time, but they are doing it unconsciously. They are rehearsing fear. They are imagining failure. They are playing the worst-case scenario on repeat. That ends now. The power of visualization is not about fantasy. It is about wiring your brain to see the life you want. So clearly, so vividly, that your body, your habits, and your choices start to move in that direction. This skill has been used by Olympic athletes, by self-made millionaires, by artists, inventors, and leaders. Not because it is magical, but because the brain responds to what you feed it. And it believes what it sees, even if that picture exists only in your mind. Let me paint a picture for you. A young swimmer. Every night before bed, he closes his eyes. He sees himself diving into the water. He feels the water on his skin. He counts every stroke, every breath. That swimmer? Michael Phelps. Years later, when his goggles fill with water mid-race, he wins anyway. Because he already swam that race in his mind. Hundreds of times. Visualization gave him control. In a moment of chaos. Now imagine you doing the same. Not in the pool, but in your life. Seeing the job interview. Feeling calm and clear. Hearing your own confident voice. Or stepping onto a stage. And knowing, this is not the first time. You've been here before. Because you saw it. You lived it in your mind. This is not motivational fluff. It is backed by science. When you vividly imagine something, your brain activates the same neural pathways, as if you are actually doing it. That means visualizing success is practicing success. It builds confidence. It reduces fear. It strengthens your identity as someone who wins. But here's the catch. It only works if you do it with emotion, with clarity, with full sensory detail. You cannot just say, I want to be rich. You have to feel the moment. Your bank balance shows 6 figures. You have to hear the sound of your car door closing on your dream vehicle. You have to see the smile on your face when the life you imagine becomes real. Because your brain needs more than words. It needs a picture. It needs a feeling. It needs a reason to believe. And once it does, it will start working for you, not against you. Visualization rewires your subconscious. It tells your inner voice a new story. One where you win. where you show up, where your habits change, because your identity has changed. No, you do not need to be perfect. You do not need to have it all figured out. You just need to start seeing the version of yourself that you truly want to become. And the more you see it, the more it becomes inevitable. This is your invitation to turn away from fear-based thinking, to stop visualizing failure, and to start training your mind to expect success. Because once your brain believes, your actions will follow, and everything around you will begin to shift. Section 2: Creating the Mental Blueprint: How to Visualize with Power. So, where do you begin? How do you go from blurry hopes to a clear, emotional vision that moves your life forward? It starts with something simple: imagination. But not the kind you use to daydream. The kind you use to build, to shape, to rehearse your future before it arrives. Think of your mind as a stage, and you are the director. You decide what plays. You decide who the lead actor is. You decide what story is told. When you practice visualization, you are not pretending. You are building a blueprint. One your brain can follow. One your body begins to believe. But you have to do it right. And you have to do it with feeling. Here is how you start. Step 1. Create the scene. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Now ask yourself, what do I want? What does it look like? What would it feel like if I already had it? Let it come alive. If you want to be a speaker, picture the stage, the lights, the quiet before you begin. Feel the nerves. Then feel them turn into calm power. Hear your voice echo in the room. See the faces listening. Feel the smile on your face as you deliver the final words. If you want to be financially free, picture the moment you check your bank account. Feel the relief, the joy, the quiet sense of safety. See the email that says, "Payment received." Hear the click as you book that long-awaited flight. Smell the ocean air of the vacation you once thought was impossible. Make it real. Make it detailed. Step 2. Add emotion. Visualization without emotion is weak. It is flat. It fades. But when you attach feeling to the vision, that is when the brain listens. Joy, pride, relief, gratitude, excitement. These emotions trigger chemicals in your brain that make the experience feel real. The more real it feels, the more your brain believes it, and belief creates behavior. Step 3. Repeat it daily. This is not a one-time thing. This is a practice, a habit, a new language for your brain. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes a day. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes. Play the same mental movie over and over. And with time, that movie becomes a memory, not of your past, but of your future. Your brain cannot always tell the difference between something vividly imagined and something experienced. That is your power. Step 4. Stay present. Stay open. Do not rush the process. Do not judge yourself. You might not see everything clearly at first. That is okay. Clarity grows with repetition. The more you do it, the sharper the vision becomes. Some days it will feel strong. Other days it may feel far away. That is part of the journey. The key is to keep showing up. Keep creating. Keep feeling it. Until that vision becomes a part of you. Step 5. Let your vision guide your choices. Once you start to see it, you will start to feel pulled toward it. You will notice new ideas, new people, new motivation. You will eat differently, Speak differently. Walk with more purpose. Not because you are forcing it, but because your identity is shifting. You are becoming the person you have been visualizing all along. That is the real goal. Not just to have more, but to become more. Visualization is not magic. It is not instant. But it is powerful. It gives your mind a target. And when your mind has a target, your actions begin to align. You make better decisions. You say yes to things that match your vision, and no to things that pull you away from it. You begin to trust yourself. You begin to walk with clarity. And most of all, you begin to live with intention. You are no longer reacting to life. You are creating it. So when you sit down tomorrow and close your eyes again, remember this. You are not escaping. You are preparing. You are not just imagining. You are designing. You are writing the script that your future self will one day perform. And every time you visualize with feeling, you take one more step toward the life you were meant to live. Section 3. Why visualization works. The science behind the mind. Some people hear the word visualization and think it is wishful thinking, just closing your eyes and hoping something good happens. But that is not what this is. Visualization is not magic. It is biology. It is brain science. And it is backed by research. Let us start with something powerful. Your brain does not know the difference between something real and something imagined. If the imagined thing feels vivid and emotional, think about that for a second. If you imagine standing on a stage, with lights above you, crowd in front of you, and a microphone in your hand, your brain starts firing, as if you are actually there. The same areas of your brain light up, as if you are physically living that moment. Your heart rate may change. Your muscles may tighten. Your breathing might shift. Why? Because your brain believes it is happening. This is called neuroplasticity. It means your brain can change. It can rewire itself based on how you use it. When you visualize a moment over and over, you are carving a path in your mind. That path becomes stronger each time. And soon your brain starts to think, this is who I am. This is what I do. You are not just thinking about success. You are training for it. Athletes have used this for decades. They do not just practice on the field. They practice in their minds. Olympic skiers picture every turn before they leave the gate. Tennis players rehearse their serve mentally before they step onto the court. And studies show that athletes who combine physical practice with vivid visualization perform better than those who practice physically alone. But this goes far beyond sports. Public speakers, entrepreneurs, surgeons, even astronauts use visualization to build confidence, calm nerves, and perform under pressure. And you can do the same. Let us talk about the reticular activating system, or RAS. It is a small part of your brainstem, but it has a big job. It filters the world around you. It decides what you notice, what you ignore. Right now, millions of things are happening. Sounds, colors, movements. Your brain cannot take it all in. So your RAS filters the noise. It focuses only on what matters to you. And how does it decide that? By what you focus on. If you are constantly thinking, I am not good enough, your RAS will find proof. It will highlight every failure, every mistake, every reason to stay small. But if you train your mind to say, I am growing, I am ready, then your RAS will look for ways to support that. You will notice new opportunities, new ideas, new energy. This is why visualization is powerful. You are not just picturing success. You are programming your brain to look for it, to move toward it, to believe it. And when your brain believes, everything else begins to change. Now let us talk about emotion. Because emotion is what locks a vision in place. If you imagine success, but feel nothing, it will not stick. But if you imagine holding your first book in your hands, and you feel proud, grateful, tears in your eyes, that image becomes powerful. Your brain stores it like a memory, and it becomes part of your identity. Your nervous system responds. Your muscles relax. Your mind starts to align with that version of you. Visualization is not just about seeing. It is about feeling. And when you feel it, your actions change. You wake up earlier. You speak with more confidence. You stand straighter. You begin to act like someone who already has the life they are working toward. This is not magic. It is practice. It is clarity. It is a tool. Your subconscious mind is always listening, always watching, and it loves pictures. It loves emotions. It loves repetition. So when you feed it a new story, a story of strength, of success, of growth, it starts to rewrite your habits, your thoughts, your choices. You begin to say no to what does not serve you. You begin to say yes to things that once scared you. Not because the world has changed, but because you have. That is the power of internal change. It always leads to external change. Think about the most powerful inventions, the tallest buildings, the greatest songs, the biggest dreams. They all began in someone's mind. They were invisible before they became real. And so is your future. Right now, it is waiting in your imagination, ready to be shaped, ready to be believed. And when you understand how powerful your mind truly is, you will stop using it against yourself. You will stop picturing the worst. You will stop replaying your mistakes. And you will start using your thoughts as tools for transformation. Your mind is a garden. Visualization is the seed. Emotion is the sunlight. Repetition is the water. And over time, you will grow something beautiful, something strong, something lasting. So do not underestimate what your mind can do. Use it. Train it. Honor it. Because when your brain and body begin to believe the same thing, that is when your life starts to rise. And it all begins with one picture in your mind. Section 4. Rewiring self-doubt, turning fear into clarity. Every dream you have ever held has been chased by one shadow. Fear. Fear of failing. Fear of what others might say. Fear that you are not ready. Fear that you are not enough. And that fear grows quietly inside your mind. It whispers before big moments. It pulls you back when you want to move forward. It shows you every reason to quit before you even start. That is the voice of self-doubt. And almost everyone hears it. Even the strongest. Even the most successful. Even the ones you admire. But here is what they know. You do not need to silence that voice. You need to rewire it. Self-doubt is not your enemy. It is your invitation. An invitation to grow. To look inward. To understand your fear. And reshape it into clarity. Let us begin here. Self-doubt often comes from your past. A moment when you failed. A time someone made you feel small. A painful memory. a rejection. And without realizing it, you let that moment become your truth. I failed once, so I must not be good at this. I got laughed at, so I should stay quiet. I was left out, so I must not be worth it. But those are not truths. They are wounds. And wounds can be healed. Visualization gives you the tool to tell your brain a new story. You are not rewriting the past. You are realigning your future. Instead of playing the moment you fell, you play the moment you stood back up. Instead of imagining failure, you imagine growth. You close your eyes, and you see yourself strong, clear, focused, calm, capable. And the more you see it, the more your nervous system responds. The fear begins to shrink. The doubt begins to soften. Because now, you are not running from fear. You are walking through it. Let me show you how this works. Close your eyes for a moment. Think of something you want. Something big. Something bold. Something that scares you a little. Now listen. What thoughts come up? Do you hear "I cannot"? Do you feel tight in your chest? Is your mind showing you reasons to stop? That is fear talking. But here is the shift. Do not fight it. Speak to it. Say, "I see you. I hear you. But you do not control me." And then, replace that picture. Visualize yourself taking the step anyway. See yourself doing the thing that fear said you could not do. Feel the rush. Feel the strength. Let that become your new internal movie. The next time you doubt yourself, play that scene again and again, until your body knows it by heart, until your voice grows steadier, until your feet move forward, even with fear still present. You do not have to be fearless. You only need to move with faith. That is how doubt is rewired. Not through loud shouting, but through quiet, steady truth. Visualization lets you see past fear. It gives you a path when the fog is thick. It shows you light when your thoughts are dark. And over time, it replaces the question, "What if I fail?" with, "What if I grow?" Remember this. Every person who has ever done something great had reasons to doubt themselves, but they chose to believe in a bigger picture, and they visualized that picture until it became real. They did not wait for confidence. They built it, one thought at a time, one image at a time. So can you. You do not need permission. You do not need perfect conditions. You just need to begin. When the old voice of fear returns, smile at it. Say, "I know this voice. But I also know who I am becoming." Because now, you are training your mind to believe in you. Your self-image is changing. Your internal story is shifting. You are not who you were. You are who you choose to see. And what you choose to see is your power. So visualize the version of you that lives with purpose, that speaks with calm, that walks with strength, that acts with courage. Let that version guide your next step, your next day, your next decision. Let that image become the compass that points you toward clarity and away from fear. The doubts may still whisper, but they will not decide. Because now, you are not ruled by fear. You are led by vision. And vision is louder than doubt. Section 5. Becoming who you see, identity, action, and alignment. Let us go deeper now. Because visualization is not just about imagining success. It is about becoming it. Becoming the version of yourself you have only glimpsed in your dreams. Yes, you can see the future. But now, you must step into it. There is a truth most people miss. You cannot build a new life while holding on to an old identity. You may picture your dream, feel it, believe it, but if your actions do not match that vision, you will stay stuck. That is where many people stop. They feel inspired, but they do not act. They see their future, but they do not live like it is real. So let us change that. Let us start with a simple question. Who are you becoming? Not who are you now. Not who are you 5 years ago. But who are you becoming? Close your eyes. Picture that person. What do they look like? How do they walk? How do they talk to others? What choices do they make? Now ask yourself, are you acting like that person today? Because real visualization requires alignment. Alignment means your actions begin to line up with your vision. You do not wait until you arrive. You live as if you are already there. You eat like that version of you. You speak like them. You take care of your body like they would. You protect your time like they would. You forgive yourself like they would. This is not pretending. It is practicing. Every time you act like your future self, you train your brain to believe. That change is not only possible, it is happening. Let me give you an example. Imagine you want to be a writer. You see the book in your hands. You see people reading it. You feel the pride. But right now you do not write. You say, one day. You wait for motivation. You wait for time. That creates a gap between what you see and how you live. But what if you changed? What if, starting today, you wrote one paragraph? One page? Even if it is messy. Even if no one reads it. You would not just be dreaming of writing. You would be becoming a writer. That small action would align your present with your future. And when your actions align with your vision, the gap begins to close. Your identity shifts. You no longer say, I want to become. You say, I am becoming. That shift is powerful, because your brain wants to act in line with who it believes you are. So if you see yourself as lazy, your actions follow. If you see yourself as driven, your actions follow. That is why visualization works best when it is paired with action. Do not just picture. Practice. Do not just imagine. Move. Ask yourself each day, what would the future version of me do right now? Would they snooze the alarm? Would they scroll for an hour? Would they skip the workout? Or would they get up? Speak kindly? Write the page? Make the call? When you ask this daily, you begin to live on purpose. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be honest. Sometimes you will fall short. That is okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency. Each small decision is a brick in the foundation of your new life. So let your vision lead you. Let your imagined self become your current compass. And with time, you will look up and realize you are no longer pretending. You are living it. You are becoming the person you once thought was out of reach. And nothing is more powerful than that. Because becoming is not something that happens to you. It is something you choose. Something you build. Day by day. Step by step. And it begins with a picture in your mind. A choice in your heart. And an action in your hands. So today, take one step. Act like your future self. Think like them. Speak like them. And soon, you will wake up, living the life you once only imagined. Section 6. The Emotional Engine. fueling your vision with purpose. Every vision needs fuel. Not just pictures. Not just goals. But something deeper. Emotion. Because without emotion, a vision is just an idea. A nice thought. A hope. But with emotion, that same idea becomes powerful. It moves you. It lights a fire inside you. This fire is called purpose. It is what keeps you going when things get hard. It is what pulls you forward when everything else tells you to quit. Think about the people who never gave up. The ones who kept going. Even when they failed. Even when they lost. Even when the world told them, "You cannot." They had something inside. A reason. A feeling. A deep emotional why. And you need that too. So ask yourself right now, why do you want this dream? Not the surface reason. Not, "I want more money." Not, "I want to be successful." Go deeper. What would that money give you? What would success feel like? Who would it help? How would your life change? Close your eyes. Picture it. Feel it. Imagine paying off your parents' debts. Imagine taking your child on the trip you never got as a child. Imagine waking up without fear, without stress, with peace in your heart. That is your why. That is your emotional engine. When your vision is connected to real emotion, you become unstoppable. Because now, it is not about someday. It is about something sacred. Your purpose becomes bigger than your fear, than your excuses, than your old habits. And when your vision is tied to purpose, you show up differently. You walk with more power. You speak with more conviction. You live with more direction. You stop waiting. You stop doubting. You start acting. Purpose gives meaning to the journey. Without it, setbacks break you. But with it, setbacks shape you. You stop seeing failure as a wall. You see it as a lesson. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this teaching me?" Let us look at an example. Imagine a young woman who wants to start a business. At first, she says, "I want to be my own boss." But that is not the full truth. She goes deeper. She remembers watching her mother work 3 jobs. She remembers the pain of seeing her family struggle. She remembers the tears when rent was due. And suddenly, her vision is not just about freedom. It is about healing. It is about changing the story. For her family, for the next generation. That is purpose. Now when she wakes up at 5 a.m., she does not complain. She remembers why. Now when her business hits a slow season, she does not quit. She remembers who she is doing it for. And that memory, that emotion, that story, it carries her forward. You have a story like that too. You have a reason, a person, a moment, a dream, that once lit a spark inside you. Do not forget it. Go back to it. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Feel it again. This is how your vision stays alive. When the world distracts you, return to your purpose. When you feel tired, return to your purpose. When fear shows up again, return to your purpose. Let that emotion fill you. Let it sharpen your focus. Let it break the chains of doubt. Let it remind you that this journey is not about being perfect. It is about being present, being honest, being real. And when you walk in purpose, you start to notice something. You inspire others. People feel your energy. They see your light. They hear your voice. And feel something in themselves begin to rise. Because purpose is contagious. And in a world that often feels lost, your purpose can be someone else's map. So do not chase your dream in silence. Live it out loud. Let people see it. Let people feel it. Your journey matters. Your vision matters. Your why matters. It is not selfish. It is sacred. You were not meant to survive life. You were meant to live it. With meaning. With clarity. With fire in your soul. That fire is your emotion. And it is the most powerful fuel you will ever know. So light the match. Close your eyes. See it again. Feel it again. And then, move. Not because it is easy, but because it matters. And that reason alone is enough. Section 7. Making it real, from vision to daily practice. So far, you have seen the power of visualization. You have imagined your future. You have connected to your purpose. You have felt it in your heart. And now, it is time to bring it to life. This is the part most people skip. They see the dream. They feel the fire. But they do not know what to do next. And so they stop. But you will take a different path. Because a dream without daily action will fade. No matter how powerful it feels. So how do you turn vision into reality? You make it a habit. You make it a practice. You make it a part of who you are. Not just something you think about once in a while. And the best part? It only takes a few minutes a day. Let me show you how. Step 1. Set the time. Pick a time each day where you can sit quietly. No distractions. No phone. Just you and your mind. For some, it is early morning, before the noise begins. For others, it is right before sleep, when the mind is calm. It does not matter when. What matters is that you show up. Every day. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You would not skip it, right? Because small routines keep you clean. Visualization works the same way. It keeps your mind clean, focused, empowered. Step 2. Create a clear vision. Do not just say, I want success. That is too vague. Say, I want to speak confidently on stage. I want to earn a stable income from my work. I want to feel proud of how I show up each day. Be specific. Feel it in your body. Picture it in color. Hear the sounds. Smell the room. Touch the surface of your dream. Your brain loves clarity. Feed it. Step 3. Add emotion. You have learned this already. But do not forget it. Emotion is the glue that holds your vision in place. If you cannot feel it, your brain will not believe it. So breathe into the image. Smile as if it is happening. Let your heart beat faster, with joy and pride. Step 4. Pair it with action. After you visualize, take one small step that moves you closer. One phone call. One page written. One email sent. One walk taken. One healthy choice made. You are not just thinking about change. You are living it. And every action tells your mind, this is who I am now. Step 5. Track your progress. Write down how you feel after each session. Write the vision you saw. Write the emotion you felt. And what action you took afterward. Why? Because the mind forgets. But the page remembers. In a month, you will look back and say, I have come so far. I am not the same person I was. And that proof will keep you going. Step 6. Protect your vision. The world will try to distract you. It will offer noise, fear, doubt, comparison. So protect your space. Unfollow voices that make you feel small. Spend time with people who lift you. Speak kindly to yourself. Remember, your vision is sacred. Treat it that way. Step 7. Trust the process. Some days you will feel powerful. Other days you may feel lost. Both are okay. Do not give up. Because the results are not instant. Seeds grow underground, before they ever break the surface. So keep showing up. Keep seeing it. Keep living it. And one day, you will wake up in the life you once only imagined. This is how dreams are built. Not through luck. Not through magic. But through daily faith. And small action. And here is the beautiful truth. Once visualization becomes your habit, it starts to shape everything. You walk into rooms with more calm. You speak your truth with more ease. You treat yourself with more care. You begin to attract people and paths that match your vision. Because now, you are not waiting for life to change. You are leading it. You are no longer reacting to the world. You are creating your world. That is the quiet power of daily practice. It changes you before the world even notices. So keep going. Keep building. Keep breathing life into the version of you that is waiting to be fully lived. Because the dream is not far away. It is right here, inside your mind, inside your heart, and now, inside your hands. Section 8. Overcoming resistance. What to do when it feels hard. Let us be honest. No matter how clear your vision is, no matter how strong your purpose feels, there will be days when it feels hard. Days when you cannot focus. When the dream feels far away. When you question everything. And that is okay. It is normal. It is part of the journey. Every dream worth chasing will meet resistance. So the question is not, how do I avoid resistance? The real question is, what will I do when resistance shows up? Because it will show up. Not once, but again and again. In the form of fear. In the form of laziness. In the form of distraction, self-doubt, and fatigue. But here is the truth. Resistance is not your enemy. It is a sign that you are moving forward. You are stretching. You are growing. You are stepping outside your comfort zone. And growth is uncomfortable. You are breaking habits that have kept you small. You are forming new beliefs. You are becoming a new version of yourself. That takes effort. And effort wakes up resistance. It says, "Are you sure you can do this? Why not stay safe? Why not go back?" You must learn to recognize that voice. Not as truth, but as a signal. A signal that you are doing something bold. Let me remind you of something important. You are not failing just because it feels hard. You are not weak just because you are tired. You are not lost just because you have questions. You are human. Even the most successful people struggle with resistance. They just learn to move through it. So how do you move through it? Let us walk through that together. Step 1. Pause. Breathe. Acknowledge it. Do not fight the feeling. Do not run from it. Sit with it. Say, "I feel resistance today. I feel heavy today." And that is okay. You do not have to feel strong all the time. You just have to stay honest. Sometimes, simply naming the feeling takes away its power. Step 2. Return to your vision. Close your eyes. Go back to what you saw. That life you imagined. That moment of joy, of freedom, of purpose. Let it come alive again. Let it remind you why you started. Because when resistance clouds your mind, your vision clears it. Let it pull you forward. Step 3. Take one small step. When the mountain feels too big, focus on the next stone. Not the whole project. Not the perfect plan. Just one action. Make the call. Write the paragraph. Stretch. Drink water. Clean your space. One small win builds momentum, and momentum breaks resistance. Step 4. Be kind to yourself. Do not punish yourself for feeling stuck. Do not speak to yourself with anger or shame. Instead, say, "This is hard, but I am still here. I have done hard things before. I am proud of myself for not quitting." That kind of kindness is fuel, and it teaches your mind that struggle does not mean failure. It means growth. Step 5. Rest with purpose. Sometimes, resistance shows up because your body is tired. Your mind is overwhelmed. Your soul is overstimulated. It is okay to rest. Rest is not quitting. It is recharging. Step away for a moment. Take a walk. Sit in silence. Read something nourishing. Talk to someone who lifts you up. Then return. Wiser. Stronger. Clearer. Step 6. Tell the truth. Sometimes, resistance comes because you are chasing a version of success that is not true to you. Ask yourself, is my vision still mine? Or am I chasing what someone else expects? If it no longer feels aligned, you can adjust. You can shift. You can choose again. Your dream should energize you, not drain you. When it is rooted in your truth, even the hard days feel worth it. Step 7. Remember, this is temporary. All resistance passes. All fog lifts. All storms end. You have survived worse. You have walked through pain. You have overcome doubt before. And you will again. This hard moment is not the end. It is just a chapter, a test, a reminder of how deeply you care. So breathe, recenter, refocus, and take one more step. Not because it is easy, but because your future is worth it. Every time you face resistance and keep going, you strengthen your mind. You build courage. You build character. And you get one step closer to the life that once lived only in your imagination. So when it feels hard, do not stop. Feel the weight, but keep walking. Because on the other side of resistance is the real you, and that version of you is waiting. Section 9. The Visualization Ritual. How to make it a lifetime practice. Visualization is not a one-time event. It is not a tool you use for a few days and then forget. It is a way of life, a quiet ritual, a sacred moment in your day where you remember who you are becoming. Like brushing your teeth, like stretching your body. Visualization is a practice that keeps your mind clean, clear, and focused. But the truth is, most people do not stick with it. Not because it does not work, but because they treat it like a shortcut, not like a lifestyle. If you want true results, if you want transformation that lasts, then you must commit to the process. Let us turn visualization into a lifelong ritual. Let us build something that stays with you through every season of life. Here is how to begin. Step 1. Choose a sacred space. You do not need a special room. Just a quiet corner. A place where you can sit or stand, without being interrupted. It could be your bed, your car, a quiet spot on a walk, or even a bench at the park. What matters is that you return to it consistently. Your mind will begin to associate that space with clarity and power. It becomes a trigger for focus. Step 2. Set a time. Your mind craves rhythm. When something happens at the same time each day, it becomes easier, more automatic, more powerful. Choose a time that feels natural. First thing in the morning? Perfect. Before bed? Beautiful. During a break in the middle of your day? Still powerful. You do not need an hour. Start with 5 minutes. Then grow. It is not about how long you do it. It is about how deeply you feel it. Step 3. Use a guiding prompt. If your mind is busy, it helps to begin with a question. Ask, what do I want to create today? What version of me do I want to show up as? What feeling do I want to carry into this day? These questions open your mind. They shift your energy. They prepare you to visualize with intention. Step 4. Breathe and feel. Before you imagine anything, take a few deep breaths. Let your body slow down. Let your muscles relax. Let your thoughts float by. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be present. Now, begin your vision. Close your eyes. Picture your goal. See yourself doing it. Living it. Becoming it. What are you wearing? What can you hear? What does it smell like? How does your body feel? Let the image take over. Let the emotion rise. The more real it feels, the more powerful it becomes. Step 5. Anchor it with action. After your vision, ask yourself one question. What is one small step I can take today that matches what I just saw? Then do it. It could be a phone call, a journal entry, a workout, a healthy meal, a deep conversation. No step is too small. Even a few deep breaths can be a step, if they help you act with clarity. Step 6. Reflect and record. Write down what you saw. Write how it felt. Write what step you took. This creates a record. It tracks your growth. It reminds you. You are not just dreaming. You are becoming. Some days your vision will be crystal clear. Other days it may feel cloudy. That is okay. What matters is that you keep showing up. Because each time you return, you strengthen the path. You deepen your belief. You remind your body and mind that change is real, and it is happening. Step 7. Protect the ritual. You will be tempted to skip it. Life will get busy. Distractions will call you. Your mind will say, just skip today. But that is when you need it most. This practice is not a luxury. It is your foundation. When the world is loud, come back to your vision. When you feel lost, come back to your breath. When fear returns, come back to your future. This ritual will keep you grounded. It will remind you who you are and where you are going. The best part? It evolves with you. As your goals grow, your vision grows. As your life shifts, your practice adapts. You are not stuck with one dream. You are allowed to evolve. You can visualize a new path, a new identity, a new version of what success looks like. And each time you close your eyes, you step into a deeper part of your truth. Visualization becomes not just a habit, but a home, a place within you that holds your power, your peace, your possibility. And when you live from that place, you begin to change the world around you. Because people feel the difference. In your words, in your energy, in your decisions. You become the kind of person who lives with vision, with grace, with strength. And that is the gift of the ritual. Section 10. Living the vision, the life you were meant to create. You have come a long way. From imagining your dream, to breathing life into it. From understanding the science, to building a daily ritual. Now it is time to step fully into the truth. You are no longer someone who just hopes. You are someone who creates, who decides, who leads their life from the inside out. That is what living the vision really means. It means no longer waiting for the world to give you permission. No longer asking if you are ready. You are ready now. Because now you see with new eyes. You think with intention. You feel with purpose. You speak with power. You are living your vision. Not just imagining it. Living your vision means waking up with clarity. You know where you are headed. You know what matters. You know who you are becoming. It does not mean every day is perfect. It does not mean you never feel lost again. But now you have a compass inside you. You know how to return. You know how to reset. You know how to move. Let us imagine something together. You wake up tomorrow. Before you check your phone. Before the world grabs your attention. You close your eyes. You breathe. And you see it. The life you are building. Not someday. But now. You walk through the day as that version of you. You speak with kindness. You act with courage. You listen to your own voice. Not fear. Not noise. But truth. That is the power of living your vision. It becomes who you are. Not something you visit, but something you carry. Others may not see the change at first. They may still treat you like the old you. But do not let that pull you back. Because you know. You feel it. You are growing. You are shifting. You are rising. You may lose some people along the way. That is okay. Not everyone can walk with the future version of you. Some people only understand the old story. Let them go. Wish them well. But keep walking. This path is yours. This vision is yours. And your life is meant to be lived. Not just survived. So what happens next? You keep practicing. You keep visualizing. You keep acting. You keep choosing the future. One breath at a time. You build your career with purpose. You shape your relationships with care. You treat your body with love. You manage your time with focus. You do not chase perfection. You chase alignment. A life that feels real. That feels right. That reflects the truth you now believe. Your mind becomes your ally. Not your enemy. You stop doubting yourself. You stop replaying old pain. You stop shrinking to fit in. Instead, you expand. You shine. You speak clearly. You lead gently. You live deeply. That is what this journey has been about. And the best part? It does not end here. Visualization is not a finish line. It is a way of being. A daily dance between imagination and action. Between dreaming and doing. It is your reminder. Every single day. That you are powerful. That you are capable. That you are already becoming. Exactly who you are meant to be. So hold that vision close. Protect it. Return to it when you feel lost. Let it grow as you grow. Let it evolve as you evolve. And do not wait for someone else to believe in you. You believe in you. You have seen what is possible. You have felt it. You have built it step by step, from the inside out. And now, it is time to live it out loud, to show the world, not through words, but through how you show up, how you love, how you serve, how you lead. Because when you live with vision, you give others permission to believe in theirs too. That is the legacy. That is the gift. That is the life you were always meant to live. So rise. Stand tall. Live your vision. Every day. From this moment forward.